Hello, everybody. Oops, time for tarot reading. All right, then. Strength. We just had that the other time. Oh, the other reading. The Fool, the Hanged Man, Two of Wands. Wow, okay. The thing that's in my head is there's no going back. Like, once you see something a certain way, you can't unsee it. Like, I remember somebody I knew from college, right? And she watched a documentary about, like, pigs. And then after that, immediately after that, she became a vegetarian. Because once she saw that, she was like, I can't go back to the way I was before I watched it. And that's the feeling that I'm getting with this reading. With the Hanged Man, it is very much about a different perspective, right? Like, you learned something, and that made you view the world differently. And so it's like, when you have this new perspective, when you have this new knowledge, it kind of goes with a responsibility. I was thinking burden first of all, but it's actually more like, yeah, the Fool card, 0. It's like you reset, if that makes sense. You reset into this new path, and you're being asked to, like, this is like a leap forward, like take a leap of faith type of thing. Like, how do I say it? Oh my god, since my head is full of movie and film and, like, I don't know, those kind of references, I'm thinking about the glass bridge in the Squid Games. And I'm trying to get it to keep it together. Like, I'm not sleepy. I'm not even sleepy. If you've been with me for a while, maybe you've listened to some of my readings when I was sleepy. I am not sleepy, but I'm having a hard time saying this, and I don't understand why. Oh. Okay. You saw something. It changed your point of view. And when you change your point of view, that means you can't live the same life that you used to. You know? Like, there's a horrible example, but I'm sorry I have to say it, right? Like, once you find out your spouse is cheating on you, once you have that knowledge, you have that different perspective, you now know your spouse is a cheater. It's like, can you really live the same life you used to? No. I mean, sure, do some people still stick together despite knowing that their spouse cheated on them? Yes, but is it exactly the same as before? No. It's like, there's a big difference between being together with your spouse that you know has never cheated versus being together with your spouse that you know has cheated, but you decide to stay with them anyway. Those are two very different lives, two very different scenarios, right? But absolutely. It's like, this is saying, because you see differently now, your life also accordingly has to change. But the Two of Wands in reverse is telling me you don't want it to change. You are still in that phase where you're denying what you saw. It's kind of like, I didn't really watch 30 Rock, although I had a roommate who was obsessed with that show, so I unwittingly ended up watching quite a few of it. Quite a few episodes of it. Whatever. So, in that show, like, the main character is this quirky writer played by Tina Fey, right? And normally she's kind of seen as the underdog Right? She's like the producer, the writer, and she's working with like these diva characters, something like that. So she is the underdog. She seems to be the reasonable person in the midst of all these ridiculous, unreasonable people. However, there was this one episode where she went back to her high school reunion and she found out that she was the high school bully. She didn't know that she was the bully. I don't know what happened after that because, again, this is an American sitcom, so you know how that goes. One episode doesn't necessarily have a lot of bearing with other episodes. This is not like a K-drama where things kind of build up and accumulate, and what happens in the first episode must impact the second and the third and all that. No, some of the episodes feel like standalone stuff, right? But in this case, it's like that. Like you realizing maybe you are not the victim. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't be laughing, but I am. Which is not to say that bad things didn't happen to you, right? But maybe you're realizing you had more accountability or more responsibility for what happened to you, or that maybe you were a victim in certain situations and the perpetrator in other situations. Maybe it's that, like seeing things more clearly, seeing yourself outside of yourself, right? Like that with Liz Lemon, with Tina Fey's character, realizing that how you view yourself is different from how other people view you. And when you have that kind of POV shift, right? It has to come with action, but you're like, no, I can just pretend and I can just go back to the way things were. I just want to keep living the life I used to live before I had this perspective shift. Now, I'm not sure why the strength card is here. Except maybe to say that this was very difficult news for you to bear. Whatever life changing, perspective shifting news it was very difficult for you to come to terms with it. Again, leading back to this, like why you refuse to acknowledge and to change your life based on whatever changed your mind. I want to draw more cards. Same deck. Eight of Cups. Five of Swords. Yeah, this is a very difficult thing for you to come to terms with, the Five of Swords. Yeah. You didn't like hearing about this at all. I think it changed your opinion not only about yourself, but also about another person. Yeah. The Eight of Cups is the call, like call to action, call to change, call to leave your comfort zone, something like that. Not really, but it's like a change is necessary, but you don't want that. I'm very curious about what kind of news this was. Let's see if the cards will tell us. Ooh. Yeah, it just keeps 5, 5, 5. Look, we have the Five of Coins, and it was in reverse for this reading, and then we have the Five of Cups. So, change. Number 5 means change, of course. When we have the Five of Coins, it means lack, There was something here, like betrayal. Like it also with the Five of Cups. I believe this wasn't just about you. The news was about somebody else, somebody close to you. You discovered something you didn't want to know about someone else. Is this a family secret, or is this about, like I said, like a spouse cheating on you, a partner cheating on you, a friend betraying you? That's what it feels like. This has you feeling defeated. And the cards are kind of urging you to like, look, you can't live the same way you used to live. Like, summon your strength. Have the courage to change your life based on this information. But you're not at that stage yet. You're having difficulty accepting this. And I understand why, because this was really big news. Whew. I really feel like the weight of this feels like, it doesn't feel like friends anymore. At this point, it feels like family. It's either a spouse or like a family secret. This was big. Whatever it was that you learned, it's big. And you feel like it wiped you out. And you're starting from zero. So I kind of, like the image in my head is like, if you're playing on a board game, and it's like you received a card that says go back to start, like go back to square one, because you feel like your relationship with this person, the world that you built with this person, it's gone now. Everything crumbled, and you're starting back from scratch. Like you're thinking, I don't know what life is anymore. I'm back to zero now. The world as I know it is not real, is wrong, is illusion. You're back to zero. That is a lot. That is a lot. Yeah. Healing chaos. Yes, you are definitely going through some stuff right now, but I'm glad that the card says healing chaos, because it gives me hope. Like right now you are in the face of this tornado, right? Your world has been turned upside down. Like the canned man, topsy-turvy. But it is healing, because you have to ask yourself, would you have rather not known? Would you have rather not known your entire life and been living a lie, or would you have rather known the truth? And I don't really know how this news came to you and how you came to know what happened, but now you know. Some would say this is a gift, like the best gift ever, for you to know. So now you have a choice as to what you want to do, instead of being blind to it all. I wish you well, my friend. If this reading resonated with you, please leave a like. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I wish you well, because I know you're going through a lot, okay? I wish you all the best. Thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.